Ali, Mogisin, Hafide Zantiro, Rananim, Kaslerie, Lengwo, and Yagwe. Welcome back to another episode of the One Micronesia Show. And for this one, we kick it off with our one-on-one segment, and this time we go all the way to Gani Heights and we sit down with the two folks behind P Solong Radio.
My name is Maverick Namelo. I'm from Chuk, mainly from the island of Water and Fefin. And I'm married, 8 kids, and I'm a lay pastor of the Agat Santa Rita Seventh-day Adventist Church.
And then,
Yes, my name is Evangeline. I'm from Outer Island in Chuk. My husband is from Outer Island in Yap. We have 5 kids.
awesome. And then let's have so you guys. So I'm guessing you guys moved here at one point in time. When did you move to Guam?
Right. So I moved here to Guam. I wanted to get into school, which I did. I got into the University of Guam in 2011. And later on, I got married. So I started life there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Basically, I came out here to further my education and, find a good job.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you, Matt?
Yes, I moved to Guam back in 2009. Yeah. When my sister was in GCC, and she asked me if I can, help her to watch her kids. Yeah, I moved to Guam end of 2009 or.
Wow, so you were 2 years earlier.
Wow. And we were about the same time that I moved to Guam in 2011. I think that was kind of the same time that I was making my preparations to moving into Guam. That's cool. So I guess let's talk about, was having a radio show something that you guys knew you guys were going to do, or?
No, I mean, I can speak for myself that I never thought of or imagined of running a radio station, let alone a Chuukese radio station. Yes, my first job, I actually worked here for Joy FM, and I was their production manager, and I was their sales manager as well. But I moved on to other jobs. I worked for Department of Education and some private companies as well. And no, the thought of running a radio station just wasn't in my mind at all.
Before, I didn't have an experience with doing computer stuff though. So the thing is really encouraged me that every day I learn new things. Yeah.
I mean, I know audio editing is
Yes.
is one thing. I mean, there's so much to learn, right? And when it comes to radio imaging, radio production, there's a lot. But I guess for me, in my what got me through was practice. I practice every day, right?
Right.
So I think practice makes perfect.
Right.
So I mean, let's talk about it. Let's kind of go back in time. What was this something that you guys started? Was this something that somebody started that you guys are carrying on? P Solong Radio. Let's talk about that. How it all start.
Right. So, Matt Dodd, our general manager, he has this vision of reaching Micronesia with radio. So, Joy FM has spread out Yap, Marshall Islands, Ponape, and then finally Chuk. So Chuk was like the last island to reach with radio. So the dream was to have a FM radio in Chuk. But obviously God has different plans for P Solong Radio. So KUAM donated the AM station or transmitter. So that was really providential. They were looking for an FM, not an AM. It turned out God donated a AM.
So I mean, let's talk about it, man. Just talk about it. So now you guys are working, and you say the show. You guys go on air at 9 to
10.
to 10. So it's like a 10-hour show.
Right.
Okay, that's all. And then we're putting together, radio shows. Sometimes they go for 4 hours, where you guys are having just an hour. But even that's huge too. That's big, having a whole hour to yourself and prepping. Talk about the segments, and so let's talk about what goes on in that hour and what can people expect.
Okay, so the 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, the morning show, we call it devotional time, or P Solong devotional hour. So what happens is early at 9 a.m., we start off with Bible verse. And then after the Bible verse, then we pray. And after prayer, then we start playing our music. And we ask people to call us in if you have song requests, or birthdays, or wedding anniversaries, whatever that you want to celebrate. Help us, join you to celebrate your day. Besides that, we also, on the show, or shall I say on the run, we translate the weather. Yes, weather, and also the news. KUAM News, Pacific Daily News, Mariana's Variety. You can list all the local news, and we also do world news as well. What's going on in the world today, like, for example, the war between Israel and Gaza. Things that really stands out, to the world.
So it's pretty much a show that has everything from entertainment also to for news, informational part.
Information.
Just putting all that into an hour and translating it into Chukis. Wow.
Right.
That's awesome. I mean, so now that you have a whole hour now, you guys are working on the 9 to 10 show, the 9 to 10. You guys are putting a lot into it. It's like I said, you guys getting interaction with the people calling.
Right.
So this is now, but what I'm talking about, what else? Like, what else you guys want to do? Let's say a couple more months in or a year in. Do you guys want to add more things to the show? What's something new that you guys want to bring that or are thinking of to add to the show?
So right now, we do have programs, new programs. I mean, like health talks. Our health professions from the SDA clinic, they come here in the studio, and they talk in English, they speak in English, and at the same time, we translate for them into Chukis. So if you're listening to our program, our health program, you'll hear an English speaker and a Chukis speaker. It could be me or Evangeline. So the dream with this radio station, like you have mentioned before, that we would, by God's grace, by God's will, that as we are working on our tower, so that we could reach the whole islands in Chuk, not just the lagoon, but every island, even outer, islands. Right now, you probably had experienced this with your podcast. You've reached people across the world, right? So it's same thing that's happening with P Solong. Chukis that lives across the world, Hawaii, Saipan, in the States, United States, even back home in Chuk itself, people who are on Facebook or on YouTube, they're getting to see our videos and the things that we do for our Chukis community.
We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to find out what's next and what's in stores for P Solong Radio. And we're back. The One Micronesia show continues, and we go back into that one-on-one interview with the folks behind P Solong Radio.
I'm glad that you asked if we have any plans for the future. Yes, there is this one Chukis guy. His name's David Welle. David Welle works as a translator in the court.
He was my senior when I was at Xavier High School.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow. So David Welle, we've been communicating so that we can create a program here that would help our Chukis community in Guam or anywhere in the U.S. to understand, what to do or how to respond. Let's say if a police officer pulls you over, what do you do? The normal reaction would be to either run away or hide, right?
Right.
But no, in places like this, what do you do? Questions like that. And when you go to court, how should you dress down or dress like? Why do you need to do that? These may be simple things, but hey, they're informations that are important to help our Chugis community, educate them, so that they are prepared and they know what to do during, if they ever come across situations like that.
Wow, that's amazing, and I think it's one way to bring something into your program, something that's helpful at the end and very informational. That's amazing, and that's awesome. And so looks like I said the 1 hour show is amazing. Like I said, with information and entertainment both together, interacting with the people. That's awesome. Let's tell the people who are watching. How can maybe they're hearing this for the first time. Okay, how can they tune into you guys? How can they watch you guys online? Where can they find you guys?
So we're mainly on Facebook every day. The name of our Facebook page is P Solong Radio. So if you want to look us up on Facebook, type up or search up P Solong Radio, and you'll find us there. Where we are also on YouTube. YouTube channel is also named after our radio station, P Solong Radio. You'll see our logo there. It's same logo on Facebook. We used to use the same logo on YouTube.
And real quick, for those who don't know, Pui Sorang, what does that mean? So everybody knows Pui, but what does Sorang mean?
Right. In today's context, Sorang means Christians, so brothers and sisters, Christian brothers and sisters. Pui Sorang, Christian brothers and sisters.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, now before I let you guys go, a message to your listeners who are people who listen to you guys, or a message to the people of Chuuk here on Guam and elsewhere around the world. I'll start with you.
I would like to leave with anyone who is listening to this show. First of all, I would say go with God's calling. I was afraid to step up here because I knew my own limits. But God promised us that if He sends you, He will equip you. He will not send you if He will not equip you. So take that step in faith and trust in God. Radio ministry is a good opportunity, to reach out to your people, to help them with helpful information. And, P Solong is, our central focus is to promote the Word of God so that, people can have a chance to hear about Jesus, give their hearts and life to God, and, live the best way possible they can. But I would say trust in God and follow His guidance in your life.
Yeah. Awesome. And then
I just would like to ask Chugis followers on Facebook or wherever, no matter where you are. Yes, but I just would like to ask one thing. Please pray for us.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, thank you guys so much. Like I said, amazing job on the show. Keep it up. Like I said, you guys want to add more to it, and we'll come back and check up on you guys. Maybe 6 months in or a year in, and to see how you guys are doing. But thank you guys so much for the time.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wow, what an inspiring story. Thank you so much to Maverick and Evelyn for having us over to the studio and to hear your story. And I wish you guys nothing but the best for what's to come. Guys, we're going to take a break and we're back with more of the One Micronesia Show. And we're back. The One Micronesia Show continues. And these two are no stranger to the show. I've had them on the podcast a couple years back. I'm talking about RC from Mark Harmony and Carney Ramers from the Marshall Islands, and these two are coming together for a great collaboration on a song called Stars Collide. Carney Ramers and RC Lookut, a singer from Mark Harmony, are no strangers to the show. I had them both on to not only catch up with them and to find out what they've been up to, but also to speak about a recent collab.
I've been really good. Recently graduated College of the Marshall Islands with my Associates in Science degree. And I've been working on a few things with Mark Harmony, specifically RC. And we kind of had a trip to Enuetak and Ibay as well. And the pageant, so been pretty busy.
For RC, he along with Mark Harmony recently got to visit their motherland, the Marshall Islands.
For me, it was just really important because I've always heard stories growing up from my parents and my grandparents. and it's always had an important place in my heart. And it's kind of crazy. It's like the moment I stepped on the island, it was like a dream come true for me. Finally being in a place where my ancestors and my roots came from, and it was just like very surreal, man. It was awesome.
And RC instantly felt the warm embrace of the island and its people.
One thing I learned from this trip was, and I think it helped me learn better about who I was, where I came from, learn things about the true past, you know, and it helped me figure out my purpose.
Although they had corresponded and met via online, Carney had never met Mark Harmony until their trip to the Marshall Islands.
But then when they came, it was just very funny because they were just like looking around, like they were so excited, and it was very nice to watch that and watch them experience the islands for the first time. It felt really nice and good.
I had to get both of them on to talk about their newly released single, Stars Collide. RC explained how the idea for the song came to be.
I was listening to a lot of like indie artists back then, and I heard this song called Golden by Harry Styles, and I wanted to like incorporate some sort of style into like what I'm used to. And so it was meant to be on the guitar, just saying, but Jared turned into like a masterpiece.
Peeling the layers of single, Carney says with her part in Stars Collide, she personifies as the island.
RC, in his verse, he talks about how he doesn't want to leave, and he talks about his experience and like basically what he loves most and about the islands. It's something that he keeps near his heart. And then I feel like throughout this process, I could really understand how RC was feeling based on the lyrics that he put in the song and how he was feeling, because, you know, they were like leaving in a few days. So I guess I really understood and I really felt the emotions he put in the song based on what he was experiencing at that moment. And I felt like that was just it was very amazing to watch that happen.
RC says the big takeaway from the tune is a man who has never been to his homeland, the place that holds roots, finally experiences it for the first time and the feels of all the emotions.
Though he went through many experiences and many heartfelt moments with the people, what hits him the most is that he has to go back where he came from, where he originally resides in, and the fact that he has to go home, it just hits him where it hurts the most. And he's filled with sorrow, but then again he's filled with happiness, because the knowledge that he gained from the islands, everything that he took in, the people's love, the energy, the support, and the history behind it. And that's something people can take away from the song, is that a man comes into his homeland and he experiences so much to the point where he doesn't want to leave, and he's sad but happy. Sad because of course he has to go, sadly, but happy because it's never goodbye.
You can find the tune on Spotify and any musical platforms, and make sure to show some love and follow them on Instagram at Carney Ramers, at Mark's Harmony Official, and don't forget to follow at voices.rising. Thank you so much to RC and Carney for the time. As you can see, the time difference was crazy. Talking to one in the Marshall Islands, the other one in Arkansas, but we made it work. Thank you guys so much. We're going to take a break, but when we come back, we will give you Stars Collide. Welcome back to the One Micronesia Show. So remember that interview we just had with RC and Carney? Remember that song that they were talking about, Stars Collide? Well, here you go.
I see your scars with the moonlight shining through, running round with my head in the night sky. I hear your name dancing in the wind, feel your touch on my skin, and all I have is you right there by my side. We can watch the stars collide, oh my darling, me oh my. All I have is you right there by my side. Sunset in your island eyes, I don't wanna say goodbye. This is paradise.
What a jam-packed show. Thank you so much to Maverick and Evelyn for having us, for RC and Carney, and to just close it off with that amazing, inspiring, beautiful song called Stars Collide. What a jam-packed show. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. My name is Victorious, and all I've got to say is peace.